How's it going, everybody? I am Donut, and we are reacting to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Nope. Agent Carter, Season 1, Episode 2, Bridge and Tunnel, I believe this is called. Tunnel and Bridge? Bridge and Tunnel. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm going to assume this one's going to be pretty literal. I assume there's going to be a bridge, and then there's going to be a tunnel. That's my guess. Let's jump into it. We have a much more, like, intro than S.H.I.E.L.D. does. But, okay,
Its thrilling tale
why them?
takes us deep into the heart of the
But,
Ardennes Forest,
I like that S.H.I.E.L.D.'s
where
essentially
Hitler's
short.
Nazi Guard have ambushed the 107th Infantry and taken
Nice
Betty
Foley
Carter,
work.
the battalion.
You lousy Krauts are in big trouble once Captain America gets here.
When I'm through with you, Hitler, you're gonna be seeing stars and stripes.
This is great.
You lousy
Oh, this is the
Krauts
same
are in
song
big
from the last
trouble once
time.
Captain America gets
Like from
here.
the first episode. Yep, looking for more places.
Mr. Stark uses this more for private entertaining.
Oh, great. So you're sleeping in his bone house.
Perhaps one night.
Splendid.
Of course.
Regarding our other matter, I checked through Mr. Stark's files, but found no mention of Leviathan.
I couldn't find anything at the SSRI. Hospitals had no record of laryngotomy patients fitting those descriptions within the last 3 years.
Laryngotomy
I
patients,
think
what
there's
does that
quite men
mean?
from out of town.
Like the larynx?
So I've got 2 foreign agents with no voice boxes fighting over
Okay.
a milk truck full of experimental implosives.
So they have no voice box.
Just another day.
But then he did scream!
Yeah, I wish. Oh, yes,
Huh.
this could prove useful.
Nice. Got
Oh, don't
some...
be lewd.
But yeah, so she's got some disguises at her hand now that are all been worn by people who have been boned by Howard again. Kinda weird. This is exactly what Steve didn't want. Thief left. With the thief left brain.
Maid arrives at 10.
I want to re-look at that at the beginning of the episode. You're gonna need some...
I could be a second pair of eyes.
It's never gonna go alone for anything.
I'm only going to hunt a truck. Whoever drove that truck is a man that needs questioning. Good night.
And how do you plan to find it?
I held on to the Vita Ray detector from Project Rebirth.
Okay,
which still
good.
pick up a reading
Yeah,
from whatever
so-
truck was used to transport the
And it's a
treasure.
lot of nitrogen, a lot of Vita rays.
What? Good night, Mr. Jarvis.
Is he gonna try and go on his own?
Well, what's worse that can happen?
Nope, he's not. And it's gonna go bad. What do you mean left Brannis? Left Brannis, right Brannis? Oh, elite, not left.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know no Leet Brannis.
Oh, in his pocket it's printing that out.
I told
Maybe.
Spider I didn't want anything to do with that stuff. I told him
Okay.
Gino DeLucia out in Bensonhurst. He'd buy it.
These guys are serious, but I wonder if he's gonna kill him or something. Or if he's actually gonna let him go. Yep. Eliminate the opposition. Why would it be opposition? Okay. Some music. But I love the directing. Cool shot. Fucking milk company. It's such a
Ruth Barton, City of New York.
such a
Health
strange
Department.
cover for
Well, you
explosives.
have not been acting like it. I've had 15 complaints that you are under direct violation of City Health Provision 42, Article 23, i.e. the care and transport of all milk stuffs.
Complaints from who?
Right now, me. I have a court order to inspect all delivery trucks in this distribution hub. Let's hope I don't find cheese where the milk's supposed to be.
Now, yeah, she's got that sass. She's got that bitchiness to be able to do this. But they're not being hidden in the trucks. Where is it being stored? This thing is also such a it's such a weird sound effect for detecting Vita rays.
There's a truck missing.
Well, we got a guy out sick the past 2 days. He uses his truck to commute.
Well, here's what's left of Roxxon.
Okay, so it wasn't
Well, it's just a lot
glassed.
of
It
days.
was just imploded. Okay.
Entire chemical refinery squashed into that.
The kind of technology that could give the A-bomb a run for his money. We need
Yeah.
to find it fast.
Well,
It's magnets.
I don't know if they'll get the A-bomb run for his money.
What?
Got steel fused with wood, fused with iron, fused with concrete. Last time I checked, stone and wood don't carry a magnetic charge.
Well, excuse me, Sir Isaac Newton.
That's gravity, you dumb ape.
Well, what do you think did it?
See, again, talking about the stereotypical characters, you got the I don't know, the sort of like classic, he's the goon, the stupid idiot, and he's the, what would be the word for that? I don't want to call him smart. He's not the smart one, but he's the intelligent jock, I guess is the best way to put that. But yeah, they play their roles. They play their roles well. It's funny. It's funny because they play it up so stereotypically.
Grab a crowbar, pull that thing apart. Find me some evidence.
Oh no, he's gonna kill himself.
Photographer from the society.
Oh right, yes,
Spider
the
in
pictures.
glove. Says he may have got a shot of the blonde who was with Spider before he got killed.
Her head was turned, so it shouldn't matter. I thought she actually turned towards the camera person, but it actually looked like she turned away from them.
The SSR are looking into Roxon at this very moment. That car sustained damage at the site and is likely to be teeming with vital radiation.
Oh, good point. Yep. Cool. I was not expecting this to be almost like it's so criminal. Like, she's working with the SSR, but everything she's doing is criminal until we can prove it. This guy, like, he feels like he should be running a pet cemetery.
He attempted to purchase that refinery as recently as January, but I refused. Now it's a smoking crater, not to mention a federal crime scene. You tell me, who benefits?
Any idea what Stark may have used to cause this kind of damage?
I have sources working in Stark Industries. Molecular nitramine. Now, theoretically, it could result in a concussive
Okay, so now
blast,
they're learning too. But
followed
again,
by
always
a
one step
vacuum
behind.
Implosion. Supposedly, it has its roots in his work with Vita radiation.
Oh, this is so, like, it's one of the situations where somebody turns around, how do you explain anything? Okay, well. Oh. You gotta go get it. Oh, now they're gonna be like, where is she? Well, no, that's not at her desk, so it's just somebody else's phone. Stop looking out. Oh, no. Did not work.
No, I don't see you. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out. She's right here. Chief wants a word.
Why do you call him?
Chief Dooley just stepped away.
She's out of breath.
Vital radiation. Yes, I think we have something for that in the Project Rebirth file. I'll see if I can find it.
Whew. And now she's got to give that back, though. Before she could find the other one.
Turns out anyone near the nitrogen blast was exposed to Vita radiation, which is probably still
Oh.
somewhere else on their person. You'll be dealing with the ladies.
Okay.
I volunteered. Chief said it wouldn't be appropriate.
Still, though, they're doing the right thing. Like, yeah, have another woman do it. And this is good because now she could hide it from herself because they're not going to be in the same room if it does go off. But yeah, so like metal, I mean, like real radiation. I mean, it's clinging to the metal and stuff more. Oh, hello.
Carter.
So and I talked about it. It was the he was working alone. Well, alone-ish. We don't know exactly how alone.
Suggest we check the clothes and men water work this morning.
Like real radiation.
Bad idea.
I like that. And he's like, oh, forget, I'm out.
Stairwell?
Just
May I?
casually.
I said stop!
Can I be of any further assistance?
And he's sweating his ass off. But yeah, Carter's totally work smarter, not harder. And, which is so cool, you know, getting to think about it in retrospect of her seeing Steve do the flag thing in Captain America First Avenger. But I don't think it's gonna do anything to him, right? So,
Gotta make you sing.
okay.
You're gonna want to bite down.
Okay. Some brutality. Jesus.
Hate to see what would have happened if you'd left the carrot.
Carter, take off for the night.
I thought it was a metaphor for carrot and stick, but no, they were just gonna beat him with either one. Never mind. God, S.H.I.E.L.D. is so fucked up. S.H.I.E.L.D., the SSR, all of it.
Oh, come on, Mr. Jarvis. A penguin could get here faster.
Women only. A safe community for modern female professionals. Apartment for rent. 550 square feet, furnished, full bath, high floors, quiet building, security assured. Close proximity to the Lexington Avenue local. Continental breakfast upon request. Paradise or what?
It sounds perfect.
Yeah,
Because
it
is.
does.
The only thing that could possibly make it better is if you live next to me. Oops, you would.
It's the same
Please,
place.
you need a cup of
Okay.
sugar.
I really shouldn't, Angie.
Am I missing something here? You need a place. This one is great, so I'm thinking maybe it's me.
I'm afraid I wouldn't make a very good neighbor.
She's gonna get her killed, but I wonder if she's gonna take it anyway. Does sound like a really cool place, though. Perfect.
Too late.
What a beautiful day to mend these pants. And my new Singer Featherweight 221 sewing machine makes stitching so easy.
Man, this is I love old radio plays.
You did dispose of the old car?
I left it in Hoboken with the keys in the ignition. I don't imagine it's still there. It would seem a terrible waste.
What a way to get rid of a car!
Doesn't mean anything. Stark could have go-betweens between go-betweens. And this guy Brandis is calling.
I love his body language. He uses his like fingers a lot. Not his hands, his fingers. Very Nixon.
4 Spring Hill Road, Cedar Grove, New Jersey.
Hot damn.
Okay.
Let's go, boys.
I love that. Let's go. He's done that every time. It's like a fucking bird. The radio play. Yes. This is the darkest timeline, Justin McElroy.
Miss Carver isn't going anywhere with you, Nazi scum.
This radio play happening during this.
Hit him again, Cat.
Amazing directing.
Enough yet?
Oh, so good.
Are you all right, Miss Carver?
Is that all you've got?
Miss
Hello?
Carver.
Mr. McPhee?
Captain America, what would I ever do without you?
Why does this keep happening? Never happened to a nice cup of tea and a civilized interrogation.
Man, Carter is such a fantastic character. I am in love with her.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
What the hell are you doing here?
Mr. Stark asked me to help you, and so I have.
Okay.
Sabotage the motor.
I want protection.
The SSR will take you in, provided that you
Okay,
say
maybe.
something interesting right bloody now.
I'm surprised he actually has this information.
Ask him about Leviathan.
Thought the other guy would.
Not do what?
Your employers.
What?
Not anymore.
And you double-cross them. Well, that seems incredibly brave or incredibly stupid.
Okay.
Leviathan only wanted one thing from Howard Stark.
So that's why they both have the voice chip thing.
I want protection.
I'm afraid Mr. McPhee's left the premises.
Great.
I did find this.
Don't shoot yourself in the face.
Okay, well hopefully these two can actually help.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel back to Manhattan.
Oh, the
And
tunnel.
stop fidgeting.
What's the bridge,
Nothing's
though?
going to happen.
Oh, this is the bridge. Bridge, then the tunnel. Alright, fighting on top of a moving truck. God. These guys. Are they going to pass by him?
Well, that's suspicious.
Alright, good. They'll get that guy.
Evening.
He just sits in the chair. Time to go to jail. Uh-oh! Don't! Buddy. Oh! I hope they didn't bust.
Do I even need to ask?
Ask what?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I used to strap a chair to my ass and take long walks around the neighborhood, too.
Okay. Key to something. Okay. You're...
This is where I get off.
Oh, buddy, you're done. Oh. Buddy, you are toast. Oh, he's not on the roof anymore. Good thing that was underwater. And even then... What's it going to do to the water? What's that going to look like?
You all right?
I'm fine, you?
Yes, I'm afraid Mr. Brannis broke my fall.
Is he going to die? Hope not. I don't know that he's that evil. Because he was trying to backstab him. Oh, great. His voice box is broken. He's going to spell it out in the sand before he dies. Is he going to draw something? Is that a heart?
What's that? Mr. Brannis, what is that, a heart?
No. What? All the water, it's sucked up. The key. Okay, they're gonna find that typewriter, maybe. But he seemed to survive that encounter because he wasn't on the back of it. But how would he have gotten away?
There is not a man or woman, no matter how fit he or she may be, who is capable of carrying the entire world on their shoulders.
God have help. No, he wasn't. He had plenty.
Mr. Stark has told me Captain Rogers relied heavily on you for courage, strategy, and moral guidance.
Relied on the other soldiers. He relied on Howling Commandos. He relied on superiors. He relied on a lot of people.
That's Mary. She's legal secretary at Goodman, Kurtzberg, and Holloway. Evelyn.
Hey, Angie.
Evelyn is a lounge singer at a club in Midtown. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
That's Sarah. She's a slut. I am so happy you changed your mind. You're gonna love living here.
Assuming I'm accepted, I've never rented a flat that required an interview.
It's just a formality.
So she is going through with this. That's good. It does seem like a nice place.
I'm so lucky to have a man as brave and strong as Captain America.
Not so fast, Captain America. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Like I said, I think he's gonna die here. I might actually find something. I thought it was gonna fucking collapse on him.
And that concludes tonight's episode of the Captain America
License plate.
Adventure Program. Be sure to tune in next week for another thrilling tale.
Find something, Kuzminski?
Yeah, I think I found something big.
Yep. Fuck, I forgot about that. It did rip off when the car was driving away. Okay. Okay, another good episode. I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would. Okay. I'll see you guys for the discussion. Okay. That episode was fantastic. As an episode of TV, 9 out of 10. Really, really, really good. I am liking this show a lot more than I thought I would. And I think a big part of that is I'm not a fan of noir stuff. I'm usually not a fan of time period stuff that takes place, I would say. I guess my limit is probably like the 80s. I'd say once it goes farther than the 80s into the past, the farther back it goes, to a certain point. I guess it's like a bell curve. Once you go far enough back, then it becomes a lot more interesting again. But yeah, there's sort of like a gap to me, especially around the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, that I am just really not into. And I think it has to do with, the most amount of like media that portrays that kind of stuff. Noir stuff, detective sort of stuff. And that is what this is playing off of. That is what this series is. But I think the big thing that helps it a lot is that this series overemphasizes the fact that it's a time period series. Whereas a normal series, it's very serious, it's super dramatic, it's very melodramatic especially. But this has a much more upbeat tone despite, a lot of terrible stuff going on. It is focusing it is a detective series, but the music is even a lot more jazzy. It's a lot more just wind instrument and generally, which I do not think of in terms of these series. But And just the look of the series in general, it has this like filter over it that is like a very soft filter. Everything is sort of like blurry a little bit around the edges, and like all the light sources are dull, but then the reflections are a lot brighter. It's when you describe it like that, it doesn't sound like it, but it does give off this vibe and this look of. It doesn't look like a series set in the 40s. It looks like a series set in what you picture the 40s to look like in your mind, which is a cool aesthetic, and just everything they do. There is a very heavy focus on analog technology in this. They're not just having it be a backdrop. Whenever they do something that is like analog technology or just, you know, pen and paper, anything that is normally not done that way anymore, they put like, you know, very heavy focus on it. They really want to bring everything up to 11. Even the detectives, the SSR agents, I don't know why I called them. I mean, they are detectives, I guess, but it's weird to think of them. I've never thought of like the modern SHIELD agents as detectives, but I guess they kind of are. But either way, yeah, even them, all their characters are just like turned up to 11 on the like just characterizedness of it, the caricature of it, I should say. That's what I meant to say. It just like the pizzazz of everything is just so high. And those three agents have so very strong Three Stooges vibes mixed into a more detective setting where they're not complete idiots. But I don't even want to say they're idiots. It's not that they're all idiots. Kreminsky's the idiot. But the other two, they're not idiots. They're just... I don't know how I want to say. Like, I mean, they're definitely assholes. They're mean and everything. But that's not what I'm trying to get at. They're not incompetent either. I don't know. I guess they're just too cautionary. I think that's the big thing. They're too cautionary, and they're too work harder, not smarter. You know, they're very oriented on doing things the same way they've always done them forever. They're way more interested in keeping like, you know, having to go to Roxxon and have this whole talk with them. It is the way that they should be going to do it and everything like that. But then you have other points where, like the beginning of the episode, where they just went in with two guys and everything, where they could have just sent in a girl. They, you know, they know what Spider-Man would want. They could just have her go in and get the information. It's not even like they would have to have her attack him or anything. Same here. They immediately start chasing the guy instead of like trying to figure, like calling in. Well, I guess they couldn't call again. They can't call in, I guess. I mean, yeah. There's nobody they would probably be able to call that would be able to block that. I was gonna say, I mean, they would be able to call somebody, but I don't think they would be able to call somebody that is close enough or that could get there fast enough to handle a person. But, so, to be fair, if I was in a situation, I would probably also immediately run after the guy. I mean, yeah. But, still though, I get what they're trying to say. They're not idiots, and they're not incompetent. They're just, simple. They don't, you know, really try and think out a great plan. They just kind of go with the first one. But yeah, all that is fantastic. Where else do we have here? The radio play that we started with. Or actually, before I go back to that, actually, I want to... Well, it's all tied in together, so whatever. We have the radio play, which I absolutely love. The Foley work that we get to see, and just various things throughout the radio play, which I love podcasts and radio plays and just like audio storytelling in general. Yeah, just seeing it all, like, either happening on screen at the same time, like, you know, very relevant to what is happening on screen, or it's, like, matching up to what Agent Carter thinks she's going through all of this, like, in this time period and everything, feeling like that, everyone just sees her as the damsel in distress sort of character. Even after all of her accomplishments and everything she's done, she's still only known for that. Then, at the same time, though, she's not relying on anybody else. Like, because she feels so much so that nobody relies on her talents, she goes above and beyond to try and prove herself to herself, I would say. It's not even really like she's trying to prove herself to anyone else, because she doesn't really care about how anyone else views about her. I mean, she is a little bit depressed about it, but she's not trying to prove herself to them. She's not looking for their approval. She's upset they're not using her, but she's not looking for their approval. So she's really trying to prove herself to herself, which is sad, because that is also her problem with the world right now. So she is just becoming a product of the time too. The cycle repeats itself. But she is learning to trust others. She's learning to trust Jarvis and everything. And it is fun having Jarvis around. I don't have anything to say about him this episode, but I like him around. Him helping out. Like, I can see how he's going to be helping out now. Things like the car and everything. But yeah, this whole thing of, learning to have to rely on others. I mean, it's something that Steve is still, to this day right now, Winter Soldier and all that stuff, he's still trying to deal with that. So, it's something that they all are struggling with. I mean, pretty much most of the main characters in Marvel seem to be struggling with relying on other people. But I would say Thor is actually, since Thor 1, been pretty damn good about relying on other people. I mean, except for the Avengers, but either way. And yeah, so she's got a friend through Angie now, like a friend that's separate from all this. Hopefully she's not gonna die too. Even if the place she's staying at is like super duper prissy now and everything, it's so elegant and proper young ladies. And because of that, I imagine your building's gotta get destroyed. No place this, like, fancy and perfect, it's gotta get wrecked. It just makes sense. It's so obvious. Then, by the way, with the whole, like, talking about the time period and everything, the disguises thing, dressing up in goofy disguises, I hope that Carter continues to do that, because that is amazing. And I mean, she's done it once per episode now already, and it's been like, the first one was so drastically different, and even in this one she looked so good in this outfit. Like, she changes her like whole appearance for it. It's great. I love it. I want to keep seeing more and more of them. Give me these Agent Carter disguises, and I would not mind seeing it in a lingerie either. What else? Oh, right. Back to the radio play, actually. Like, the whole Betty Carver thing, I assume is a replacement for Peggy Carter. Though I guess, how did they get the rights to Captain America? I guess he signed those rights away when he, first became Captain America, and he was on stage as Captain America and all that, so I guess they already have those rights. But Peggy probably specifically was like, you ain't getting my fucking rights. Ain't happening. And just all the Foley work in general. Just beautiful, man. Beautiful. I hope we get more of this. I want to see more of the Foley work stuff. Leviathan. Let's talk about Leviathan and the bad guys and all that. So, let's just run down, like, what we know, and let me work through this in my mind. So, there is Leviathan at the tippity top, okay? Then he uses either a single person or multiple people on typewriters communicating with our no-voice boys. We have the two of them. We have the no-name assassin, and then we have Brannis. The no-name guy is an assassin, I assume. That's really his main thing. Assassin, detective. He's the enemy detective sort of thing. He's going around sort of tracking down the stuff for them. But Brannis is the one who broke into the vault. And he said that Leviathan only wanted one thing from Howard Stark, implying, like, so the whole way that the conversation happened was like, so you stole from Leviathan and backstabbed him, that's pretty stupid or pretty brave. And he said, Howard, he only wants one thing from Howard Stark, implying not the nitramine, right? But, he clearly does care about the nitramine. So, if he only wants one thing from Howard Stark, I would assume that's the nitramine. And if it's not, why does he care about the nitramine? So, that I'm not clear about. But, so, then Brannis is working with Van Ert, of Roxxon Oil, manufacturing more nitramine, and they're selling it off because, I don't know if, not Van Hart, is Brannis, was he planning on, striking back against Leviathan, or was he just a bad dude that was just selling? Like, I was like, well, we don't really know if he was a bad guy yet, but he's dead now, so, like, maybe he was. I assumed we were going to go somewhere else with this character, but maybe he was just, I'm going to steal this nitramine, I'm going to manufacture it, we're going to sell it and get rich. Maybe that's all he was fucking doing. But, either way, Van Hart didn't seem to know much at all. He really just knew that his name was Leet Brannis, which is not a real name, apparently. And that the dairy farm thing was a cover. And that's it. That's all I knew, right? That's all it was. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why would he be so insistent on not tattling at first? Because he was a part of the organization. They called him the Kaminsky of the organization, or of the operation. So he was a part of it. But, like, so it's not like he was just being paid off by Brannis. I don't know. But you know what? I think that's it. I am loving this series. Peggy is amazing as a character. I love her. Definitely going to be, like, I mean, before this series, I loved her. I talked about her all the time before the series, even, with S.H.I.E.L.D. And we have barely seen much of her at all. But she is such a strong character and a great one. A really good character. I'm so glad we got 2 seasons of this. And we got flashbacks of her in S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll probably still get more flashbacks of her in S.H.I.E.L.D. Hell, at some point. Well, I don't know, because that's still so far away. It really only pertains to Whitehall. But, yeah, I thought this was going to be a bit of a drag trying to get through this, but thought it was going to be more Nawari. So happy with it. And remember, if you want to see the next reaction early, you can check out the Patreon below and get it for just an early payment of $4 a month. That's it, just an easy payment of $4 a month. If you would like to see the full-length reaction to any of these episodes, or any of the previous episodes of any series I've ever done, it is only an easy payment of $8 a month. This isn't a radio announcer anymore. I don't know what voice I'm doing anymore.